Wow. Hello, guys. Welcome to the evening show of Something to Talk About. Myself, Brianna, and Dr. Fight is still out this week. Just getting back from a trip. But he's out. He should return next week to come and talk to us and to handle his part of the segments on Something to Talk About. So it is day number 3 of February, and it is officially Black History Month on the 1st. So welcome to Black History Month, everyone. Yay! Okay. Black History Month is special to me because not only do we celebrate the history of Black Americans in America, it's also my birthday month. And there are so many other people born in February. So some, if you had a birthday, happy belated birthday. If you're having an upcoming birthday, happy birthday. And yeah, so there you guys go. And my birthday happens to fall on a Saturday this year. Yippee! Don't happen that often. So we're look forward to celebrating your birthdays and Black History Month. So for me, let's start here. Black History Month for me, I always say, Why is it so important for me to celebrate Black history, or why is it important for you to learn about Black history? So I'm gonna go here. Black History Month is important to me because actually it taught me quite a bit about my history. But I can recall a particular circumstance that kind of put me on the path that I'm on today, and that was when I was. Okay, so let me go to start with this one first. That's when I think I was a junior or a sophomore in high school, and we had to we had to choose a person, a Black historian, and write a paper on it. Basically, write a thesis paper. And we were learning how to write thesis statements and stuff like that in high school. So mine was, I chose Paul Laurence Dunbar. I chose Paul Laurence Dunbar because I don't know why. I think I just remember that, like back in junior high school, I remember doing a lot of poems. But I can remember reading a book, reading a book of his poems and things of that nature. So I was always curious. So I read W.E.B. Du Bois and Paul Laurence Dunbar. So I chose him for my thesis statement in high school, Paul Laurence Dunbar. And I can't remember what the exact statement was, but the poem that I read back then was, let me make sure, we wear the mask. We wear the mask. If you've never read that poem by Paul Laurence Dunbar, I encourage you guys to read it because it talks about how we always smile, and there's sometimes there's pain and anger behind the smile, but and sometimes behind the smiles also can be smiles and frustration, also lies as well. But I'm not going to take that point. But I remember reading that poem about him, and they kind of stuck with me through life. And then when it was time for me to do a thesis in high school, then I went back to that, and I said I remember writing about him. So let me go a little deeper because our teacher was like, "You guys gotta have a thesis statement," and back then you're like, "What the heck does that mean?" So okay, so anyway, I can't remember the full details of what my thesis statement was, but I do remember I used like the salt and pepper thing. So the black and white salt and pepper thing. So I used that to kind of explain Paul Laurence Dunbar, his writings, his poetry, things of that nature. Okay. And so I was like, that was, and so I recall getting my paper back. Because after I wrote the paper, I think it would have to be like about 11 pages. Our teacher was like, no less than 11 pages of the project. So I remember writing, and I remember getting my paper back, and I was like, I received an A- on my paper, but what I remember most of that A minus on my thesis paper. So I remember, and I think like in red ink, she kind of put like a smiley or a really or something like that in quotations because I can't remember how I wrote the thing, but it did have the salt and pepper struggle or something to that effect. Because that would explain my whole paper, and so she liked it. And she was one of my favorite English teachers because she always, I don't know why, I always feel like she was picking on me, Lord, but she would always call me out and like make me explain why I said what I said. So even when she gave us back our papers, she told me, I want you to read your thesis statement. I was like, oh God, why? And so I read it, and then the kids kind of give it. I was like, huh, what does she mean? And then she said, basically, I was very creative in trying to explain what my paper was about. She said, I don't know if I would have used maybe the salt and pepper thing, which she said is probably why I got the A minus and not just an A. But okay, I took it though. I took it.
Hater.
Yeah.
Um,
But then let's go back a little further. So Black History, I feel like I always stood out, and I always was really good when I talked about Black History or when I did something about Black History. So then let's go back a little further. That was, keep in mind, that was in junior high school. So let's go back to when I was like about 10, and I was in elementary school. And by that time, I was still very painfully shy, very, 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 very. And so I remember that my it was no, I was in the fourth grade. And I remember my fourth grade teacher said that one of her other fourth grade teachers, they were doing this, they were part of this program that was going to be at the high school. So all of the elementary schools, and they were participating in this program that would converge at the high school, which my high school back in the day was really huge. It had the huge auditorium, and it would seat about over 2,000 people. Around know what I'm talking about. So it was an event that was happening. So we had to try out, certain, be a part of this, the program from our particular school, from our elementary school. And so I said, I'm going to try out for that. Not thinking that I was going to get a part. But anyway, I remember the teacher, his name was Mr. Gurvich. And I remember him saying, okay, you read this part. So it was a room full of kids, and he was like, he wanted to see who could actually read the best. And so, or who actually, about fell into this thing or whatever. And so I read part. He was like, okay, read that again. I was like, okay. So I read it again. And then he said, that's your part. I was like, huh? And so that was my part. And I was a part of this whole citywide, I don't know, it wasn't a town thing. It was a citywide celebration, I think, of history. And so I read that. I read my part. I remember to the day what I had to wear. We had to wear white shirts, white socks or tights, and black skirt and black shoes. And so I remember being in my high school in the high school auditorium, and when it because each elementary school had their section of kids that go up on the stage and get up on the risers, and we had our whole thing. And at that time, my school was called Brunswick Elementary School. So when we flipped the paper over, somebody had a B, somebody had an R. I forgot what letter I had. Oh no, did I have? I forgot that I had a U or I don't know. Anyway, and so people know what school we were from, and I had my part and I read my part. And I was scared to death. That was the first time I was like, woo, woo. But of a large audience. But the thing is that it was dark. It was light on the stage, but it was dark in the vast audience, so you couldn't see anything. But that was I guess so. I want to say that was like part of my journey to I guess where I am now. I didn't think so at the time because I was shy and I hated talking in front of people. But then I think back, I said Black history played a role in me being where I am and doing what I do today. To say all of that. There y'all go. So that was I would say that was my Black history moment. So I have my Black history moment. Brianna will have hers and Dr. Fight will have his. And I have another one next week. We shall see. But I started off the week. So yeah, I started off the month with mine. So next week.
she always go first.
Because they make me go first because they're not gonna go first. They always
Really?
make me. So that's my Black history moment from the past to the past, the present, and the future, all tied together. Thanks to Paul Lawrence Dunbar and my teacher, Mrs. Shropshire, Mr. Gurvich, Miss Brown. So those were all people that were, I guess, influential into me celebrating and loving Black History Month. There you go. So there's my moment.
Nice.
Any questions, anybody?
No.
No questions?
No.
Okay, there you have it. So that's why I love Black History Month. Okay? So let's get on to. Okay, so here was the thing. If you guys have been watching.
Are we supposed to do Monday motivation?
Oh, I'm sorry, we did. I forgot. Okay, so let's go to Monday motivation. Then we'll go back to this. Well, you should have popped it in there. You guys know I started talking right off the bat, so let's go to Monday motivation. But I want to get my Black History plug in.
Great day, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, welcome to another Monday Motivation and Prayer. Journey with me to Romans chapter number 8, verse number 28. One of my favorite passages of scripture. Listen to what it says. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Do you know that this text is tailored to help us understand that not some things, not a few things, not a couple of things, but all things work together for your good? I'm talking about in life, it's like a puzzle that has pieces, and some pieces look difficult and some pieces are not shaped the same as other pieces. Like tragedy and tough times don't look like the pieces of good times, but you got to give glory in all the times, because he takes all of those pieces and work them together for your good. None of us are okay all the time. It looks like we have it together, but truly many times life is falling apart, and there will come times in your life where your pieces will fall apart. But this text here, Paul tells us that life is a testimony of broken pieces, and God can take your pieces and make it a masterpiece. How do you do that? Well, you really just gotta stick with the facts. Stick with the facts. The facts tells us that some pieces don't look like they fit because we don't know where they go. It doesn't mean that they don't fit the puzzle of your life. It just means you don't know how it fits the puzzle of your life. And just because we don't know how doesn't mean we should give up. Because the truth of this passage of scripture is, I don't give up, not because I don't know how they fit. I don't give up because I know who is putting them in place. And when you know the who that is putting them in place, it helps you navigate those pieces every single time. See, when we don't know, we don't panic, because as long as God knows, everything is going to be all right. Would you go with me to God in prayer? Let us pray. Dear Lord, help us understand that you are enough to handle our pain. You are enough to handle our problem. You are enough to handle our predicament. You are enough to handle our purposes. You are enough to take care of our prosperity. So help us this week to be more fruitful with our finances, more faithful to our faith, and help us to find favor with you, the Father. Amen. Thank you all for joining us this week. I pray to see you next Monday again for another motivation and prayer. Grace and peace.
All right. So you know what? When, as Dr. Fakers was talking, you said there are pieces that you may not understand where they go. They may not seem like they would fit. But if you guys listen to my Black History moment, and then I listened to Dr. Fight, I said there were moments throughout my life thus far that I didn't know, had no idea where those pieces would fit. But if you get on the same playing field, the same page as God, what He has for you, then eventually you will see how those pieces will fit. So I thought that it was very poignant that that was his message today, and I was thinking about my Black History moment. So I thank Dr. Fight. First of all, I thank God because I haven't known for a long time. I was doing some stuff in my other business career that I was like, yeah, that was making me completely unhappy. But yeah, thank you for the message. It was just a reminder that I needed. So thank you. All right.
All right. Now you can continue.
Okay. So now let's go into some of my top triggers. These are some of the things that triggered me. This was kind of funny. I kind of teased you guys on the video that I put out earlier, and I said I had a follow up to Snoop Dogg, which I'm kind of tired of talking about him. But I was checking as I checked my Instagram, because you know how you get notifications like people are commenting on things, something that you said. So I looked at my I got a notification in my email on my Instagram that said that I had over, like, it was like almost like over 930 people that commented, or 40 people that commented on my post to Snoop Dogg. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I have to look at it, and it said it was a private. It said private chat, and I guess it was from the man himself, who basically commented back to me and said, because it said to me from Snoop. They had the underscore and something else on my thing or whatever. And it's I have to go back. Shit, I should go back in and read what it said.
You
It
didn't
said,
pull the thread for us to see it?
I did not. You should go in there. I should go in there and find it. But it basically said that what the hell did it say?
That's a private conversation. I can't find that.
It says something about I watch me. I didn't do something. I find it. Then I'll tell you guys what it said again. What is? How did I forget that? It said watch
I
me.
mean, it couldn't have been that bright. It came from Snoop Dogg.
It wasn't. It was literally like one sentence. It wasn't very long at all. I was like, oh, okay. He basically was denying that he didn't do what he's been accused of doing, and so watch what he does next to that effect. But I'll find it out and I'll share with you guys. But I was like, oh,
We all saw it.
yeah, exactly. So how are you going to try to change the narrative? So you're going to tell me that I didn't see what I saw? Yeah. How you going to do that?
He really tried to ghost everybody. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, because people just kept commenting. I said, I've never known people to comment. Like, I mean, I do some stuff and people comment, but I'm like, you gonna look around, that's gonna be that comment that I wrote was gonna be like over 1,000 people that they literally commented on it. And the comment on it. So I was like, oh, okay. And so I guess it's one of the top. So you get the numbers and then somebody else is underneath me. So I guess the one that has the most comments, those are the ones he chooses to comment on. And that was just a day ago. He just commented a day ago. It wasn't that long ago. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I think somebody else had commented. Then I paid attention because it said I got a notification on it. And so all I said in mine is that some people were like kind of going at him, but I was like, I ain't gonna go that hard at him. I said you talk about. I said you got God, but you celebrate with the devil. That's what my comment was, and everybody was commenting after that. And then I guess he said he got God too. I guess I said, well, I don't know about that. Then you celebrate with the devil. Our God don't look kindly upon that. Well, I guess he felt the need to think he was gonna check me. You can't check me, boo. You can't check me because I'm not the one who was celebrating with the devil. So I'm not the one. And whatever you and say somebody will see or something to that effect. He said, okay, you don't got to prove anything to me. You got to live with yourself. You don't have to live with me. I ain't married to you. I don't know you like that. But okay, if you felt the need, but I can see in that video, everybody who saw the video can see all the distress on your face because it was there. And personally, you should have kept the shades on, but I don't know why you took them off. But
ain't no look.
I'm one of those people who it took you years to gain me as the person that actually liked you. It took me years. It took you years. You didn't know that, but it took me years to actually say, "Oh, I like Snoop." Well, now I no longer, I don't hate you. In fact, I feel sorry for you because you do anything for money. And I think it was one of those bishops that put out on their Instagram, and he said to all you black folks who doing stuff for money. And I know he was talking about like Snoop because they're like Kanye came out and talked about he a Trump supporter, whatever, yada yada.
And get this, him and the wife, they were at the Grammys for 45 seconds.
For 45 seconds?
Yeah. Because here's the thing. He just showed up. He was not invited.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, they were not invited. So they showed up, showed her off with that horrible ensemble that they got the car. So everybody was saying where Kanye and his wife kicked out the Grammys.
Right. And I saw something with Don Lemon was like he said people were coming at him because he said that he got kicked out. He said I never said that. It was said to me.
Yeah, it was a report. Everybody said that he got kicked out the Grammys.
But he tried to put it on Don Lemon.
Yeah. No, everybody was saying, but then Meghan McCain came out and called him a pig.
She called him a what?
Said he was a vile pig.
You know what? I don't agree with Meghan McCain very often, but she is correct. But that woman of his, she has to be an abused woman. That's what I'm gonna say because why would you walk out on? And then they said she had a big old coat on over it, and then all of a sudden when they hit the carpet, she looked up. It was a lip reader that said that was reading lips and said he said you here now? Go ahead, take it off. And that's when she dropped the coat off on down to the floor. But she literally had nothing on, nothing. I have looked at the pictures and I have looked at the video. I was like, wow, how gross. Well, that's what I said. Her family should be very concerned about her because to me, she is. We know Kanye's crazy. We know Kanye is certified LA grade crazy. So you should be very afraid for your daughter, sister, whoever she is to you, because he's nuts. And I think she's such a young woman, and she's trying to be on that notoriety, that fame, or whatever. And she just looks lost to me. She looks. I feel sorry for her. Somebody really needs to intervene on that behalf, in my opinion. Right, where you at? I see a blog, a big blog. Oh, she came back. I see a big old blob just flop up. So what's next? Don Lemon went. He said he made Don Lemon something. Don Lemon said, "Negro, please." and,
I read that. Yeah, he was trying to make it seem it was Don Lemon's fault. He got kicked out. It was a rumor going around that they got kicked out of the Grammys, but what came out was that they were not even invited.
Yikes! I mean, so now he's back to the desperation phase. So now he's desperate for notoriety again. He wants people to talk about him again. So now they keep him out. Now that he's on his road, he's going back to the manic phase again. So now this is part of his issue. So now he's going to be texting crowd, showing up places until he crashes. That's the stage he's on now.
Yep, because they said he hadn't been to the Grammys since he was married to Kim.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
And that was back in, I think they said 2015.
Okay, he needs somebody, right? He needs some attention. So that's why I said, so now he's off his meds. And the thing that I found most disturbing was that if you look at the video or the picture, he had this crazy grin on his face. It was like he was looking at the camera and he just kind of grinned at the camera like, y'all see what I got her doing. That's the kind of vibe that it gave me. It kind of gave me a little chill.
Right. So, you got the girl Nate.
She is a young woman who's infatuated with fame and notoriety, and she has lost who she is in Kanye West. That's just all it is to it. She's what, 26 or something? He's what, 48?
She's 30. She's
39, but he's still 48.
Yeah.
You're 40. She's 40. He's 48. You almost 50. You old enough to be that girl's daddy. That's disgusting. So anyway, I'm gonna say good luck to her because Kanye, boo, I ain't got nothing. Yeah. You know you married, and half the time, you know what I said, you don't even see him with his kids. Well, with the kids he professed to love so much. But if I was Kim, I would keep my kids away from you too. I'm gonna be honest.
But I mean, that crazy.
Yeah.
It's not like you had. You know how he is. It's like you don't have a strong. They don't have like a strong, if they call it bonus parent.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
right.
What I'm gonna do that
for? I have to tell you. Y'all see, I'm ready for Black History. I got my first Black History show on for the month.
Y'all see? That's the shirt she got on. I got the fine man.
Yeah, this is built strong from the root up. Strong from the root up. There you go.
That's okay. I'm gonna have some new ones the whole month. I'm gonna have Black History show every day of the month.
Yay! So who else I got in the?
Do you want to talk about stupid A. Smith?
Oh, must I? Yes. So Stephen A. put out a post or made a comment saying he's putting out a fear of he's thinking about maybe running for president. Boy, bye. First of all, you ain't gonna be black. First of all, Brianna always says this is that you're a sports commentator. And I understand that Donald Trump don't have no credentials either. Be president. I mean, we don't have what is that we need to have put in the Constitution. You need to have a certain amount of education, before you can even say I want to run for the president of the United States. Because all these unqualified, uneducated folks, they're killing me. Stephen A. has an education, but it ain't. But it's not politics. Some people have a degree in politics. He's not one of those people. Plus, Stephen A. Smith, he vacillates entirely too much say that he stands on one thing and he believes in this because Stephen A. He changes his idea with the wind blowing. So you never know where he's gonna come from. Brianna, yep. Brianna, what's she doing? Hello? She went mute on me or something. I don't know what happened. But anyway, we're talking about Stephen A. Smith, so yeah. He,
No, I said Stephen A. is the prime example of wishy washy. Can you hear me
yeah,
now?
he vacillates with the wind.
Wishy washy.
Yeah, whichever way the wind blows, that's the way he gonna fall. And so I'm saying you but I say go ahead, let him try. Go ahead, let him try. Let him try and maybe that'll bring him back down to reality. Yeah. But I do get I can understand what he said too. He said if Donald Trump, the convicted felon, can become president again, why the hell can't I? So okay, I get it. I get it. So I'm not gonna tell you not to run. I'm just gonna tell you, yeah, you ain't gonna have the support of the black folk. You're not gonna have that. So
Because the
don't
average,
worry about that. Because
because the
I
average
can tell you, I will support you.
mm,
I don't support ignorance. I can't do it. Mm-mm. And I think you uber ignorant. I think maybe you might know talk about the game whatever, and you can get knowledgeable in that arena when it comes to politics. Yeah,
that's
no.
the problem. Stay in your lane. Stay
Right. So
in.
if somebody pumping your head up, you need to pump it back down. And
That's
it's not working for me.
that's a lot of head to pump down.
Yeah. So and who else we got? Oh, and let me try to keep on my time. Oh, I'm doing good on my top triggers. So then of course, over the weekend, Trump passed his so-called tariffs against China, Canada, and Mexico. Well, here it is, 2 weeks to the day that he's been in office. 2 weeks he's been in office today, and it's been 2 weeks of torture already. But so he's going to have put a pause on the tariffs for 30 days with Canada, and I think with Mexico. I think and with China, I believe. I think with all of them.
China's suing them.
Oh, okay, there you go. And so that's why I said so. He's got paused on that. The thing is that he thinks he's a bully. He seems to think that he can bully people into doing what he wants them to do, and not have any repercussions. Somebody told him, but that's why I said between him and Elon Musk and them trying to like have a shadow government, get rid of all these different offices and things of that nature. You know what? And Chuck Schumer just talked about that. Here's what I'm gonna say: we elect all of our state officials to represent in DC. So you all making public announcements to us about what we're doing. We can read too. So we can read. My response to the officials that elected. What are you all going to do while you're in DC? What are you going to do about that? Because we elected you to do your job. Now it is up to us, the American people, to say, yeah, we're not going to stand for this. And you want people to get out there and go to marching or whatever. I said, but you all have to do your job too. We have to protest, but you have to do your job as well. Somebody I read somebody read, they said, just tell me when he gone. That's all somebody said, just tell me when he gone. And they didn't say how, they said just tell me when he gone. And I echo those exact sentiments. Just make it flash across the screen and tell me when he's gone. When he's gone. Now I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna keep talking about you, telling the stuff that he's doing. But Elon Musk, that is a rotten SOB. That's a rotten SOB. And he's the very one that pumped Trump's head up to doing what he's doing. But it was so funny that a lady put up a video on Instagram, and I should have shared it on IG. She put up there, she said, you all take a listen. And it was after the election, and Trump was in Philadelphia. And he did say, he said, Elon Musk spent like $200 and some million getting him elected, getting him elected, and the guy's a genius at computers. She said, did he just not admit? She just played the video and what he said. She didn't say it, he said it himself. She said, so tell me why did he just admit that Elon Musk cheated in Philadelphia? That somehow because the man is genius with computers. And I said, and you know what? He probably did. Probably did. Yep. So everybody is saying that they hope that people are behind the scenes are investigating what really went on with the election. Because I believe that too. I couldn't believe that she lost with the amount of support that seemed to have been buzzing throughout the country. And then he didn't even win by a huge amount.
I couldn't believe she lost every swing state. I just knew better than that.
Yeah. Especially like you said in Pennsylvania, and especially like in Michigan, but in Michigan, and she was always leading in Iowa. Or not Iowa. What's the other state? In Wisconsin, she was always leading. Granted, not by much, but she was always leading. So could there have been something behind it? Yeah, there could have been, but we don't know that. But I said, however it played out is because it's the way God wanted it to play out. And God has the first and last say so. So, but they did something low down. But whatever he did, he's going to pay in spades for what he's done. He's going to pay in spades for what he's done. And people say it may not even be him per se. It may be members of your family that may pay for what you did, for all the hatred and misery that you caused. That's what it very well could be. Yep. So good luck, Stephen A. Smith. Good luck with that.
No, he can go sit down on that one. Nobody wants Stephen A.
Hell, for that matter, you might as well throw my name in the ring too. No, I pass. No, I pass. That's okay.
You can pay me enough. They can say we'll pay you $50 million to run. Though.
Yeah, no, that's like a headache that nobody would know. No.
That's
okay. What's my next one?
So we got what we got.
It's about time for the what's next? The IG.
Do you want your IG vibes?
Yeah, so let's go. It's this half for IG, and then after that is you was Dr. Fight. Then was yours, but you can go after. So here's my IG for the show. It's a throwback, but because I just explained why I love the month and why I love the history of it. Here's my IG.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Hey, we know it is Black History Month. When you hear somebody say, "Hey, Michelle." From our earliest days, Black history has been American history. We're the slaves who carried the stone to build this White House, the soldiers who fought for our nation's independence. African American culture has profoundly shaped American culture in music, in art, literature, in sports.
Through dance, they have told the stories of who we were, who we are, and who we can be.
Still dancing at 106.
And during Black History Month, that's really what we celebrate. We celebrate the people who have shaped our heritage. We remember those who struggled for our rights and our freedoms, and we reflect on how far we've come and how much farther we have to go.
1 month, a year is not sufficient to celebrate the power of a movement. That's something that we have to do, each and every one of us, every day, living up to their example, then handing it on to our children and our children's children.
Yay! Was that Brianna clapping?
No.
Yay! Boy, when you look at that video, look at Barack and Michelle. That's when we said we at least had some symbols of peace in the country and decency.
Right.
Yeah, and celebrating Black history. Yeah, they always had a good time at the White House. It wasn't ghetto like people thought, but they always had a good time at the White House. I loved it. So that caught my attention. So thank you, former President Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. Appreciate you.
Now I'm going to go to my videos.
She's going to her IG.
Now my videos are courtesy of a friend of mine on social media. See, he put these up here, so I'm going to share these. This is showing since Target decided it was going to roll back its DEI initiatives. This is, I think, a couple days ago, and it shows just how So
Yeah, that was quick.
they're quick videos, but anyway, it just shows how empty the store is on February 1st because on the first of the month, I don't care what store it is, be crowded.
Well, that's true too. That's true.
Now, in the defense of Costco, because Costco is one of the stores that kept standing by their DEI initiatives. Now look at their
Well, like you. Okay.
So those are my IG vibes. I saw those and I just loved it.
That is a stark contrast from Target to Costco. Costco. I looked at the video again. Costco had the lines, Lord. They were back. They were in the back of the aisles, like going from the register, head put to the back of the store. Now those are like lines that during the holidays, like Christmas and stuff, that when you go in Costco that you normally would see, but not February, the 1st of February. So let's see Target. How long? Let me see. Should I make a prediction? Should I predict that by March or April? Maybe I'll just predict by the spring that maybe Target will have a change of mind. Maybe I don't expect Bezos from Amazon to have a change of heart because I don't think he has a heart. I don't think he'll change his mind. But all I can say is that we no longer shop. We haven't shopped at Target. We're not going to be shopping at Amazon. We don't shop at Amazon. I never did anyway.
Right.
I would occasionally get something here or there from Amazon, but I never did. I mean, not like that. So it's not gonna hurt my feelings not one iota.
I mean, I just found that those videos that was just crazy. When I saw the Costco, I was like, "Is that Costco?" It was packed.
So now you all know too. You find you're going to Costco. You're gonna have to go either early in the morning or maybe later in the evening, closer to closing time. That might be the best bet.
Costco gonna have to extend their hours.
Well, hell, they already opened at what, from 7 to what?
No, they're not. They opened up at like 10.
No, I thought they opened up at 7. No,
like 10 to 8:30 or something.
Okay, well, yeah, they're gonna have to open up at probably like about 8 o'clock. So maybe from like 8 to 9. But no, because maybe I'm thinking because on the West Coast they usually close to like 10 o'clock.
Maybe because that maybe that's around here, but they're like 10 a.m. to 8:30.
Oh yeah, because I can remember being there. Yeah, it was to like 10 p.m. on the West Coast. So yeah, maybe they're gonna have to extend theirs to like 10 o'clock. And well, maybe especially during the summertime.
Right.
You can see your hours to like 10 p.m. during the summer because it doesn't get dark to like what 8:30, 9 o'clock sometimes. Right.
And Costco is crowded on the regular. Now that you move lower.
Yeah, now it's gonna be like, ooh, yeah. Now I can't even go to the one that's closest to me. I'm gonna have to go to one further out because it might be bigger. And it might be, I'm gonna say less people, but it's just a larger, because the one that's closest to me, their warehouse is kind of small. In comparison to some of the other ones. They're more square footage. Bigger.
All I say is people put your gym shoes on, put something comfortable on when you go in there because you're gonna be standing in there for a minute. But Costco now they have self-checkout, so you can't go to self-checkout.
You know what? I like self-checkout sometimes, but most of the time I want people to bring my food out for me. That's just me. Now Brianna loves self-checkout. Me, not so much.
Here's my thing. When I got like a few items, I ain't got time to be standing behind somebody that got 25 items. Now, when I have bigger orders, I will go and get in line because that's just rude. Now, some people don't know limit. Like items you have, people be going there, they have a whole cart. Why you going with a whole cart of stuff to self-checkout?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, think about it like that too. When you got now, like at Costco, they have the self-serve, so people have big items anyway at Costco. So you just gotta take the little scanner and just gotta go from in your cart. But see, when we go to Costco, we know that's gonna be you have to scan some in the cart, you throw some up on the belt. Cause when you go there, we kind of running over. So I'm just saying,
Cart really gonna be running over now.
you go there once and be done with it. That's
Yeah,
that's the good thing about shopping at like Costco. You like I don't have to go but once a month. Cause you might have to go and get maybe buy fruit. Now I will say this: the thing I don't really like about Costco, I don't like the fruit. I love the bulk of the fruit, but if you don't eat it fast enough, then it goes bad. So I would probably buy smaller quantities of the fruit, like the grapes and things of that nature. That go too fast because I don't eat grapes like that every day. Yeah, not even in the summertime. So I have to go to another store to get smaller quantities. Brown, like I know, I don't mind going to like 2 or 3 different stores. That's just me. But also, I'm talking about who's on the list. Trader Joe's is one of my favorite stores, and so they're keeping their DEI policies intact. Who else? I think she said Aldi's, but I don't shop at Aldi's, so all y'all shop at Aldi's, good luck to you.
all these is like the worst grocery store ever.
If I could ask, I don't like to, but all y'all who shop them, I ain't mad at you. Do you? But
First of all, I gotta get a quarter to get a cart. That's the first thing.
well, yeah. Yeah. I was like, what? We got to get a what? I ain't got time for that because most of the time I leave the cart, leave the quarter in there, the whole 9 yards. I ain't got time for all that.
Real.
That's them trying to find a way to save on having to purchase new carts. But if you're gonna return it, you'll get your quarter back. Well, see, knowing me, I'm that one that when I have a cart, I might push the cart next to in front of my cart and pull it. I'm just not one on a regular to take mine back to the cart holder. That just ain't me. Except when I'm at Costco because the carts are too big. So I'll go put the cart back in there. So that's about the only place I'm gonna do that. But any other place, yeah, no.
But I have to get a Costco membership to go shopping at Costco.
Oh please, she got to get one. I had one forever since before she was born.
No, you just adding to yours.
Okay, before she was born, I had I told you it was called Price Club, and they were gold, and they had gold writing.
And they still have gold right, but the membership price isn't bad. So yeah.
Because I think when we started, it was Price Club. I think we started paying like maybe 35. I think maybe $35, $40. I think back in the day.
Well, it's going up to $30 more since then.
Yeah, I think because we was bitching about it like $30 for a membership, but then so okay.
I mean, that's the normal one. Now the executive, that one a little pricey. You ain't gonna catch me with that one.
I mean, I'm like this. I never got the executive because I didn't feel the need to get it. I mean, some people shop a lot, but I would only shop maybe like once a month, maybe twice at most. So I didn't need the executive.
But the best thing about Costco has the best hot dogs, and they look food for it.
Yeah, them hot dogs you been burping up all damn day. Yeah,
Hey,
it doesn't matter. Their hot dogs in there frozen yogurt is good. Yeah. So you can always go to I can go buy me a hot dog and get you a drink for $1.50. What is it? Ain't it $1.50, $1.75?
oh, it's $1.50.
It's been $1.50 forever.
Cause it was $1.50 and I was a little girl.
Forever, yes, forever. Forever, ever.
But please, people buy them hot dogs. Cause you go in that line, be yay long. Can I get the hot dog combo? The hot dog combo.
The hot dog combo. The pizza's not bad either.
Them slices is huge.
They're huge. Everything in Costco is grande. Is grand. It's over. Yeah. So what else we got? What else is on my? Am I doing? Let's do Dr. Fight on the couch. Dr. Fight.
God Lord.
This shouldn't take that long because I'm pinch. I am.
Dr. Fight gonna have a whole issue. She done his segment 2 weeks in a row.
Well, he was out, so I got to get it. Guys, people admit they like it. So Dr. Fight thing is on the couch with Dr. Fight. Clarity in the confusion or clarity in the chaos. So I came across this article. These people they always asking someone's opinion. So there's this couple, and the guy starts off as like this is a guy that wrote it says I don't like to argue. That's how it started off. But the woman, his fiance, he said she seems like to argue. She argues about everything, and then she also wants to keep tabs on the man. So also the man, he's taking some night classes, at school or what have you. So she gets first of all, if he says if he leaves something laying around, she's yelling and she's bitching about it. If he's at class and she sends him a message, he doesn't get right back to her. She's yelling at him because he's not responding. He's not responding fast enough to her. So he says, is this a woman that he can really see a long term with, and more importantly, or is she just someone who just likes to argue? What do we think? Or is she controlling? I said she's a controlling heifer. Okay, that's the first thing.
And he want to marry her for what?
Because he said I don't like to argue. Now that could go both ways. Because you know what? When a guy says they don't like to argue, for a woman to some of us, it's like, okay, you just have no concern in what I'm talking about. That's the one thing. The woman can say, you know what, you just don't care about, so you don't want to argue about it, you want to talk about it, so you just totally ignore what my feelings about whatever the subject is. So she can take it that way. Whereas he said, no, I really just don't want to argue about it, or I don't want to talk about it, or it's not that serious to me. To her, that's saying that you're not concerned about our relationship or how I'm really feeling. That's how a woman's going to read that. Yeah. Now, the whole thing about needing to respond when he's in class, that's a controlling thing.
That's psychotic.
Huh?
That's psychotic.
Because sometimes when Brianna is and I send her a message, she don't text right away. I don't stress about it unless it's like what that like about 4 or 5 hours ago or something. Or unless I look at my email and I find out and I was like, oh yeah, she didn't respond to me. Or she said I didn't see it. But for her, it's like she got LoJack on the guy. So it's like he like he said, I've told her one time I was in the bathroom.
She probably got a tracking device on his phone.
You know what? That might be true. If he left out the classroom, she probably was like, where you going?
Right.
Yep. That's a good point. Yep.
Because she sounds like a whack job. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She's trying. I think she's insecure, but she's trying to mask it as being controlling. That's the thing.
Right now, my thing is like, now here's my thing. And now if I heard from you in like almost 24 hours, and you ain't okay, what's your deal?
Yeah.
Like you better be in the hospital. Something better be going on while you ain't responding 24 hours.
But they live together. That's the thing. They live together.
Damn.
Yeah, she crazy.
Now he should marry her because that's gonna be a fatal attraction.
Yeah, right. If he marries her,
That's a snap. She gonna snap.
He think it's bad now. It's gonna be worse if you marry her. It's gonna be way worse. And I'm a woman. I'm a woman talking to another woman. She has some insecurity issues. She got some major issues. But yeah, he's like, yeah, or if my class is done and I'm walking to get in the car. She says like, oh, are your class done? Are you on your way home now? And he'll say, well, I may stop, to grab me a bite to eat, or just I just want to stop before I get home and grab me a coffee, whatever. She's texting me like, I know you're out of class, so why are you not home yet? Yeah. And so he just like, I'm just stopping to do X, Y, and Z. I'll be home shortly. That's a lot. But my thing is, don't you have a life? It's her. Don't you have a life, boo-boo? Or do you just, I'm like, brother, she got a tracking on him. If she knows the amount of, he's out of class, the amount of time it should take him to arrive home, and he's not home yet, she got some kind of tracking on her. On him. Yeah.
She's right.
So to women and to men, if you have to keep track of your person that hard, that's not someone you probably want to get into a marriage with. That's not.
That just ain't worth the time. My God,
that's not worth the headache. That's not worth the headache because you're gonna be more miserable. First you live with that person day in and day out, and then they track you as soon as you leave the house, or you're at work, or you're in class, or you're going to lunch. Where did you go for lunch? What did you have for lunch? That's a lot. That's way too much. That's way too much. So, guy, good luck with that. But I would say don't marry it until his question was, is he overreacting? No, you're not.
This is coming from a woman. I'll go a step further. Hell no.
No, you're not overreacting. No, you need to run. You need to run.
And if your mother hasn't told you so, because if that was my son and he talked and she calling him every 5 minutes and texting him every 10 minutes, like, what's wrong with that girl?
Right. Think about it. Like you said, think about it. If he goes, if he's out with his mom, he at his mom's house, and she calls you every 5 minutes. The mama's like, that'll make a mother hate you real quick. Just so any woman know, that'll make a mama not like you real quick. Okay. Don't tell him he can't go visit his mama.
Because I'm just saying, you call my baby that many times in a row. You call him 46 times in like 10 minutes. I'm like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah. That's why insecure, crazy ass heifer. Right. And she may snap and kill you. So you might not want to be bothered with that one.
Yeah.
So again, my dude, you're not overreacting. If you have to ask yourself that question, you already know the answer to that.
Yeah.
You already know the answer. So yeah, you know what? And maybe you try to like stick around because you're trying to finish school or whatever. Okay, you can do that too, but just keep making sure just don't propose. Don't propose. You already living with it, which bad mistake.
But you said they're engaged.
Bad mistake.
But you said they're engaged.
Oh, that's right. They are engaged. Yeah. What? They can become unengaged. Yeah. They can become right. But like I said, but just don't say I do. Just don't say I do. Yeah. If you having those kind of questions right now, hey, if you got those kind of questions right now, do not marry that person because she's unstable. She's uber unstable.
Unstable.
Yeah. You're not gonna call me when I'm at school and I'm going to the bathroom, and you text me like while I'm out of class. She got a tracking device. She got a tracking device. Okay. All right. Well, okay. What's next? So there you guys go. I pinch hit for Dr. Fight because he's out there. He should be back to next Monday. So it's on the couch with Dr. Fight. Clarity in the chaos. The clarity for that conversation was, don't say I do. She's already showing you who she is, and you all are just living together and engaged. That would be crazy. That would be crazy to marry her. You guys can catch our live stream. You can see the live stream on social media, Facebook. You guys can click on the live stream and join us that way, as well as on Instagram. So we're on Facebook and the YouTube channel. All right. So let's go into it's time for Style Pulse with Brianna. Let's go. Yesterday was the Grammys. So we're gonna go with some highlights of the Grammys I had and some of the fashion for the Grammys. Anytime you're ready, I'm ready, Brianna. Hey, Tess.
All right. Let's start off with Taylor Swift. Let's just get this out the way.
Okay, let's go to what they call it, T-Swizzle.
I did that. Somebody called her that, and I just took that. But anyway, here she is with her ice skating outfit on.
Most certainly, I concur. I think it's cute, but it's still an ice skating. When she turned around, I was like, "What about one of those ice skating ensembles that she's wearing?" Yeah, I was like, but you know what, Taylor? It looks better than any of the long stuff that you wear.
Right, it's a step up for her.
Yeah. And did you see she had a on a T like a thigh chain, and it had the letter T on it?
You see it right there.
You see it right there. Make the screen bigger. Oh, I have to do it.
Hold on.
Yeah. Do I have to do it?
You might have to do it. Hold on.
There you go.
Yeah, you see it right there.
Yeah, it says T on it. So here's what I'm gonna say. She's madly in love with Travis, but I don't believe I said last year.
And he ain't madly in love with her.
I don't believe he's that in love with her. Now that's just me. I don't know these people but that's just a vibe that I get. Okay. But you know what is? And Taylor did not win one award last night.
No.
She's like she was shut out. That's a first for her.
Yeah. Awards went to Kendrick Lamar, Sabrina Carpenter, Beyonce. Kendrick Lamar racked up. I think he won 4 or 5 Grammys.
They said he swept all the categories that he was in.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yep, he won. He did Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Rap Performance.
Okay.
So yeah, he won every category. And then he threw it in Drake's face, which I find just hilarious.
Okay. I wasn't looking forward to seeing him perform on for Super Bowl next Sunday, but now since I watched him speak, then and I watched him before, I said I'm a little interested. And plus, Brandon kind of clued me in on like this couple of the songs that I've heard before that I kind of like. So okay, I'll watch. I'll watch his performance.
I told you he don't do. I said Kendrick Lamar is one of the few rappers that I actually listen to in this day and age because most of them is trash. But he is one of the few I actually listen to.
Okay, let's get to some more fashion. We can go T Swizzler, Brianna Caller. Okay, Brianna, who is this?
Lado,
Lotto.
whatever it is. Yes.
You know what? I like the white. I do. I like the white. I think she looks. She's got the couple of little cutouts on the side, so not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. I like it. Even her hair was cute. I don't know about the little baby hair that I think they put on there, but okay, whatever.
The baby hair tattoos.
Yes, Lord. Yes. Yes.
I can't take it. I cannot. I can't.
Mm-mm. She said, "I cannot. I can't. I can't."
But here we go. We're gonna go to J Balvin.
Who is this?
J Balvin.
Oh, is this the? Let's see who this is.
What the heck?
She can't get it. She can't get it.
Come on. Okay, that one comes up. Fine, whatever. This one won't come up. Interesting. And we'll put that one back in.
We'll come back to that one.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one. But this is Casey Musgraves.
Oh, Katie Musgraves.
I'm trying to understand. So she wore a tank top with a glitter skirt.
And a long one on top of that. It's a long one. So you know what I said? Maybe she was like in her mind, I want to be dressy but kind of casual at the same time. So maybe the tank top was her way of trying to keep it casual.
Well, that's the problem. It made it too casual.
Okay, do we have a picture of the skirt itself, the full picture of the skirt?
I have to see. Give me 1 second.
I think I did. Yeah. But it's she's a country singer, right?
Yeah, she a country singer.
So the outfit, it suits her. The thing, what I liked about the Grammys, and normally I don't watch all of the Grammys, but because it was held in LA, and we deal with a lot of the LA fires, the coming into the new year. So to see LA, getting back on the red carpet, and people coming out, but it was in support of the fire, so they were raising money at the same time the Grammys was going on. So in total, I think at the end they raised like over $7 million from the broadcast. So good. So good for them. Trevor Noah was the host. Trevor did pick. Huh?
No.
Hi. Hey. So Trevor did take took his jab at Trump. He said, "I'm hosting this." He said, "I don't know if this will be the last one I'll be hosting in the United States," and he kept on moving. Trevor Noah, we're going to say no because as people, those countries, we're going to stand up for our rights and not let that happen. Hopefully, not let that happen. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Who's next?
See.
Katie Musgraves. If I had to give you a grade, I would give you a comfortable C. Look at y'all. This is Miss Diana Ross at 80. What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm putting other stuff in there.
Oh, well, that was Miss Diana Ross at the age of 80. She came out there. I said, "Look at Miss Diana walking, strutting girl." And Diana been doing that same hair move. Anytime she always had a big ass hair on her head, so she always doing this. She always moving the hair out of her head because she always had all that hair on her head. I've never seen Diana with not without that long hair. Okay. Rihanna's giving us the complete Grammy wrap up.
I'm gonna go back to Diana.
Yeah, she looks really nice. But wow, what's with the big lampshade earrings?
Would that be Diana? those earrings.
Good God! Now see right there, I can feel my head hurting and my ears hurting because all that weight is tugging on your earlobe.
And
Yeah.
then, and then you think about when you have to take them off, you be like this and that, like
Oh my, right, exactly. Oh my God, yes, yes, yeah. But she looks absolutely beautiful. At age 80, came out there. I like what Kendrick Lamar did because she gave him an award, one of his awards. He stood back and he bowed down. He said, "I bow down to you." He gave it to us. So I appreciate. I like that. I like that.
say hi, hi.
Hi, Mike Sugar. Okay. Yeah, there's some big ass earrings.
So this is the one I was trying to show. This is J Balvin.
J who?
J Balvin.
J Balvin.
Yes.
J Balvin is a singer.
Yep. But he looked like he had the cape on, but he had a nice suit on underneath.
Oh, so that's the cape that he rocking the outside piece.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, but looks good. He looks neat. All of that stuff. Good job. Good job. I like the bleach hair color. All that. All that. He was rocking that. Work that.
Another big hair
Oh Lord. Lord.
was Alicia Keys. It was like a hair piece, and then it had earrings that connected, and she received the Global Impact Award.
That was Dr. Dre's Global Impact Award, right?
Yes.
And Dr. Dre was there in person.
Mm-hmm.
And she did a beautiful job. She did say something. She took a jab at them too. She said, diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's not. She said it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
She's not. She says it's not a threat. It's a gift.
Right. It's not a threat. It's a gift. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So congratulations, Lily. That headpiece was
A lot.
yeah. But you saw her husband; he was very proud of her. Dre was clapping. You know, they're very proud of her. So I'm proud of her too. Now Alicia is one. Oh, excuse me, Lord. Alicia Keys first came out in what, 05 or something?
Oh, oh one.
01.
You
Then
you just
everybody
got
was
into Alicia Keys after.
huh?
You just got into Alicia Keys after everybody else because you weren't a fan at first.
See, my daughter knows me quite well. That would be me. Yes. I don't jump on a bandwagon with everybody else. You have to impress me first. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Because every time I turn around, like, at least he's with that girl is bad. I was like, okay, wait. Okay, just stop it. So I had to feel her on my own. Okay.
So we had Mary on the red carpet because this look, I don't know what this was.
Oh. Yeah. I said, she looked like Mary from the Bible. When I saw it, that was and there's nothing wrong with looking like Mary from the Bible. But I don't think Mary would have been going to a Grammy Awards. I'm just saying. And it was T length. It was a T length.
Yeah, I was like, what?
She literally looked like she was going to church. Yeah. Now I know she's saying that people need Jesus, and she's absolutely correct. And you know what? Look, display it however you want. That's all I'm saying. I feel you. I feel you. I'm good. I'm good with that. Okay.
You
She was
had
one of those that she was one of those looks that it confused me. I couldn't really make heads or how I should really feel about it. So I was a little confused.
she was confused.
I was confused. I don't know. I don't want to say it was unattractive because it really wasn't. I don't want to say, oh man, she was rocking it. It left me confused.
She said I was confused.
Yeah, left me confused.
Outdone. Oh my goodness. Okay. This was Kendrick Lamar receiving one of his 5 Grammys.
He's a short fella. I didn't know he was that short.
Did you ever think he was tall?
You know what? It's like I've seen him all the time in like costume or dress, so I can never get the real height. But yeah, I didn't know he was that short. What he like 5? What he like 5'5"?
I don't know.
Well, let's just say this. He's taller than Kevin Hart. Let's just say that. Okay, because Kevin Hart is all over 5'3". I'm taller than Kevin Hart. And I ain't real tall, so you know.
Kendrick Lamar, he 5'5".
That's what I said. 5'5". Yeah, okay. That's okay. You do you, boo. You do you. I'm proud of you. Now, what I will say is that you could have put on a better ensemble than that.
He wouldn't be himself if he did.
Yeah, I know, but you could have put on a better ensemble than that, Kendrick Lamar. But congratulations, because got a new fan.
Beyonce, she won Country Album of the Year.
Now, can I ask a question? Is that her daughter?
Yes.
That child look old. I kept saying that can't be that they daughter. She's all of 13.
With
She's
that
young
dress on.
30. Huh?
That's a dress I would put on. Did you see the cleavage? When
Did
she
you
was
see
standing
the
there?
makeup? Did you see the makeup?
Oh no, I saw that too.
Because at first I kept saying, I said, is that Solange? That was my, because I said that could be their daughter, because that child look old.
They dress her way, way, way too
Yeah.
inappropriate.
Can you imagine when she's like 16, how old she's going to look?
No.
I was like, wow. I really couldn't figure out. I kept saying, is that the daughter?
No. You didn't get the shot of on stage and the cleavage. The girl had more boob out than me when I was up that short.
Wow. Now,
That girl had the cleavage of a grown woman.
wow. Well, look at her mama sitting out there too now. Look at Beyonce. Beyonce sitting out there too now.
Again, we gonna go here. Beyonce's what, 42, 43?
Yeah.
She got cleavage down to her navel if she wants to. That is 13.
But what I will say about this, I said Beyonce actually looked really nice. I mean, from the hair, which you know is a wig, but her hair, the dress, it was fitting nicely. And this is the first time I actually saw surprise on her face when they said call her name. She was like, because she never won that award before.
Yeah, I think she was genuinely shocked. She was, huh?
Right.
And
And you can tell because she opened up her mouth on stage and spoke. She didn't say very much. I was like, damn, you could have said more. But she didn't speak long at all. She spoke maybe 30 seconds.
Oh, wait, I had that picture. I think
At most. I was like, what? She didn't speak long at all. And oh yeah, that look at Monkey Man. Okay, I remember that wasn't nice. Stop it. Stop.
Roll over and look at that. I just want somebody to tell me.
You need to cut that shiggity off his head. Cut that crap off your head.
Okay, she looked bad, but no, Blue Ivy. You all are giving her nothing to look forward to. I mean, the girl has the dresses on with her boobs out. She has the grown woman makeup. I'm just like, because when I saw it, I said, that can't be Blue Ivy.
That's what I kept saying too. I said, is that Blue Ivy? That can't be. I promise you, I kept saying that's got to be Solange, because that child looked old. Yeah, I mean, it was, and then they always still have her shoulders out. She's too young to be that bare around her neck and stuff. She's too young to be that bare.
I wasn't that bare, and I would like being that bare at my age.
Right, and even when you were young and you had a dress that had like they have like little spaghetti straps on it.
Right.
I always had you a shrug. You always had a sweater on you,
right,
or a shrug. You were just not walking around like that. Yeah, no.
I'm not saying make her be covered up to the neck, but have a cap sleeve or something on that. That girl just got
right. That's and she probably had on heels too, but. Each to his own. When she give y'all hell or whatever, don't say you weren't warned. Don't say you weren't warned, because she right at that 13 age. She right around that teenage year. Yeah, okay.
No, when they're talking about Beyonce's gonna be a grandmother. Oh, really?
At 45, you're like, oh, okay then. But okay, but Beyonce looked very nice, and congratulations to her on finally we getting the album of the year. You had to cross genres, but okay, I'm not mad at you.
Oh yeah, that's the only Grammy she hadn't won was album of the year.
Well, now it's complete for her. Now it's complete.
And I mean, I don't see album of the year. I listened to the album. I wasn't impressed, but to each his own.
Yeah, because Texas Hold'em with her. I said okay.
I was
to me it was It was.
The part.
This is what I'm gonna say. This is not even a phrase. It was made up country. That's how I look at it. It was made up country. It wasn't true country.
And you know the people that were actually country artists, they had to be a little upset. They like she came in our genre and she gets country album. Yeah.
I mean, I would have been a little upset too. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'll be honest. Yeah, because there are black country artists that when they sing, they really sound country. I mean, she does. Beyonce's never sound. She sounds illiterate. Not trying to be mean. But so if you want to equate illiterate and country together, I didn't say it, but that's just how I look at it. Okay. But look at Monkey Man, he real happy with your ugly self. But okay.
No, call it with your
I,
ugly
I
face.
said ugly.
So we of course had the in memoriam. So you just look at that.
Well, that was named Peter. What's his name? From the
Chris Chris Martin
oh yeah.
from Coldplay.
From Coldplay.
That is so beautiful.
That was so nice. Yeah. Phil Lesh. Bob Newhart. I love Bob Newhart as a comedian. C.G. Ozawa. C.G. Ozawa. Ella Jenkins. Singer songwriter.
Wayne.
Wayne Osmond. Yep. Alpha Anderson.
You just remembering. I think for once at the Grammy they didn't leave anybody out for one.
I don't think so. I think John Tita. I don't think so either. I think they covered that. Rico Wade.
Because normally they always leave like one person. You're like, what the heck y'all doing?
Right, and it's usually somebody that we all know. Like, why weren't they in there?
Yeah, but they included everybody from like Liam Payne. I think they got everybody for once.
He was one of the first, right? Liam Payne.
No, he was towards the end of the year.
No. I'm saying when the first one on the screen. I think.
Yeah. Because I think they went from like towards the end of the year to the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I think that's how they do it.
Yep. Yeah. The latest. I guess. Or no, the earliest to. No, they go the latest to the earliest. I think.
Look, do you see up here?
I think. Look. Okay, who's next?
So you got that. Let me get some more. Because it took me a minute to get your photos in for the.
And then that was I said had a whole bunch of. Can you pull up the Quincy Jones tribute?
The video?
Not necessarily the video, the photos that we have.
Oh, I got you.
So what's her name? She did the Will led the well no, first it was Stevie Wonder and I can't never think of that man's name.
Herbie Hancock.
I always want to call him somebody J. But Herbie Hancock, Stevie Wonder, so and what's the bald headed chick name?
Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean.
I'm just saying.
So they started off the quiz. There she goes, Cynthia Erivo. I like the hat though. They started off the tribute with the late great Quincy Jones. Quincy was what 95 when he passed away.
90 something.
You know, look, may we all live to be blessed and to have a long and prosperous career as Quincy Jones did. Brad and I were discussing. I said Quincy was born and raised for a little bit in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
And then I think he moved a couple of times before he made it to Los Angeles.
I know he went to Philadelphia.
He went to Philadelphia first, or did he go to Detroit too?
I'm gonna tell you in 1 second. Hold on.
Was he in Detroit for a minute?
The name killed me though. Quincy Delight Jones.
Yeah, I said, is that made up? I was like, no. I said, you all named that baby Delight. Quincy Delight Jones. Well, he was Delight for a lot of people.
He was born March 14th, 1933 in Chicago, Illinois. Oh, he was 91 when he died.
Okay.
So.
I said, did he? I said, seems like I remember I read somewhere that I think he spent some time in Detroit. I thought I could be wrong. I could be mistaken.
Jones family moved to Chicago. Blah blah blah.
Did they come from down south?
No, they were in Chicago. They moved to Seattle.
That's right. I could be. That's right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because Quincy always had that something about himself that he grew up in a more diverse or less.
And then he went to New York.
Okay. Because did he ever play with like Duke Ellington or some of the other ones?
I think so. And then in
Those other jazz greats?
1957, he moved to Paris. Huh?
Huh?
He moved to Paris in 1957.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to see where. And I think he went to LA after that.
Okay. You can always normally can tell a person who's traveled because and has had the benefit of being around other people in other cultures, and they have an open mind about certain things. And Quincy was one of those who he exuded that to me, is that he was always, you could tell he was always used to be around not just people of black folks, but people of white people and people of other ethnicities. And I liked it. So there was diversity in who he was, in what he did, but he never still always stayed grounded as to where he came from. One of the stories that Will Smith said, because Will did a lot of tribute, did another continued tribute to Quincy Jones, and he said he remember when Quincy gave him the fresh about the Fresh Prince to him, and he said had it not been for him, he said he doesn't think people would even know who he is today, Will Smith. And so he said that he said, it was like my first year, I'm like trying to get my acting on, didn't know what the heck I was doing.
So he like, you watched the first season, you know I couldn't act.
And he's right. He is right.
You could definitely tell he was struggling through those scenes.
Yeah. And so then he said, Quincy called him and said, Will, come here. And so he said that what the lesson that he learned, he carries with him all the time, that he took him over to the table,
The commissary.
the commissary area, and he said, you always take care of your people. He said, because I don't know what they had in the commissary. I said, what they have, like some chips, some trail mix, some crackers, what? Quincy was like, this is not how you treat your people. And so Will said that's something that's stuck with him all his life. He always tried to treat people the way that Quincy told him that he should. And so, or take care of his people that doing stuff for him. So you can see that in Will too. Even though he goes a little overboard with it sometimes, you can still see that in him as well too.
Now, if he just get divorced, I might like him a little better.
Yes, yes, yes. And Will was there because he did the Quincy Jones tribute, but also his children were there. Jane and the other girl was there. Look, she was half naked. I'm gonna be honest.
Half.
Yeah, she was a little bit, but she had a coat on. Damn it! Now I was just say she had a coat on.
She had a coat on, but the boy had a house on his head. Okay?
He had a box on his head.
I'm just like.
But okay, I didn't know. I just thought it was a box. But since you said it was a house, okay, so it was. I guess it was representing the people who lost their homes. So I'm gonna think that's what that was.
Yeah, because it wasn't just like a box. It was buffed out to be to fit like a house.
Okay, so it was artistic. Okay, Jaden.
Still
Okay.
weird as hell, but
He
okay.
still is weird. Yeah. And to his sister, what's the child name?
Willow.
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 Willow lost her home in the fire.
Oh.
So her house literally is gone. But she hit that red carpet. She's like, I'm gonna celebrate. And she I've never seen Willow smile that much either. Actually, Willow, she kind of flashed her coat. She smiled. She looked at the camera. She was interactive. And so here's the thing. I guess you of course you have to learn something when you go through something like that, a loss like that. And she's like, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy my life. My house gone, but so she probably lived back with a crazy mama or daddy. I don't know where she living at.
Right, but more importantly, she's probably happy because she got to deal with Jayla all the time.
Well, look at house right now. She might be back at home with her living with her mama. Who knows?
Right, she might be unhappy again because I mean, you got your kids up there writing to Dad Tupac. I wish you was my daddy. Hell, who is gonna be? What child is gonna be happy?
But you know what I said? I said even Jaden with the hat on the house on his head. I haven't saw him smiling. The thing is, so I said, you know what? As tragic as it is, that some parts of LA went through that, people are still grateful. And that's the message that I think a lot of people have learned, is to be grateful for where you are and what you have. And if you're grateful, you can't be any better than that. You're grateful. And I think they learned that, and they're demonstrating that. And people in LA are working together to rebuild, the parts that were ruined. Absolutely. Okay. So what else we got? So Red Quincy, you contributed a lot. You did.
70 years.
Ooh, that's a long time to be. So he was definitely doing something that he loved to do. Oh wow, this was one of the favorite parts of the tribute to him, was because Quincy was synonymous for being in We Are the World, and so this is one of the LA High School choir, one of from LA High School, one of the I think from the Palisades High School, I believe. That high school burned down.
And Altadena.
In Altadena High School.
Yeah.
So they were all the choir that was singing "We Are the World," and I said, "Listen, that when I heard them break out in "We Are the World," I said that brought back so many memories for me as a kid, because I was what was it? That was 1980 what? We Are the World happened in 1981, 82,
83.
83. Well, yep. Okay, I was a teenager still, but okay. But I remember it vividly. I remember people literally holding hands across the globe, across the country, and you connected. That was unbelievable. I think they should do something like that again.
I was close, 85.
85. Okay. I think they should do something like that again. At least it's for LA, or at least join to get rid of Donald Trump.
Ooh, Lord.
But it was a global initiative, and it went well. You could just see it. People were like just all around. And I remember my mom said, "Let's go." And so literally right down a couple miles out from my house, we connected with another town from there. So when I heard that, I was like, it instantly brought back memories, and to be a part of something like that, you never forget that. So watching these young people sing up there, that was amazing. That was absolutely awesome, and I almost shed a tear, but I didn't.
All right. Well, anyway, it is? Oh, it's time for sports. It's way past time for sports.
So Brianna's done. That's Brianna with our dish on the Grammy. I complete dish Grammy wrap up, and with from the fashion to our favorite parts of the show. Yay! And that was time for her. That was her style pulse. She late with that one. And now she's got sports wrap. This is the segment her and Dr. Fight normally would do. But again, we pinch hitting for Dr. Fight, who's not here. So let's go, Brianna. Let's go with we all know Super Bowl is coming up. Not Sunday.
Sunday, I got Philly all day.
I hope they win. The last time they were in and they didn't win, right?
They lost by 3 points, and I think they're gonna win.
Huh?
They lost by 3 points, and I think this time they're gonna win.
Okay. Well, they said they got some revenge on the mind.
Yes, they do. They got revenge on the mind. They got Saquon Barkley. Let's go. Anyway, that wasn't the shocker. The NBA actually overtook the Super Bowl because in Dallas, Luka Doncic is no more. He is headed to the Los Angeles Lakers in a trade that shocked everybody and thought that ESPN senior NBA insider Shams Charania was hacked, because I know I did.
Huh?
Everybody thought, because the young guy that reported that he's the senior NBA insider for ESPN, everybody thought he got hacked. He said he thought he got hacked because everybody was like, "What?" No, Luka is headed to LA. Anthony Davis is headed to Dallas.
I think the one that's most shocking is the AD. That's the one I think he's mostly shocked, because I think he probably wanted to finish out his career with the Lakers.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
I mean, and you don't know what's really going on, but there has been some people saying they think that he's feeling betrayed a little bit
Oh,
because they traded him. Because I think everybody's holding. He came up. He came out and said he didn't want to play the 5, which is a center. He wanted to play his natural position, which was the 4. And then, like 3 days after he said that, he's traded to Dallas, where he can now play his natural position.
oh, oh.
I personally would say this. I don't know how the LeBron Luca is gonna fit. I mean, I think it might actually be good because Luca is 25.
That's a
The
lot of energy.
the young man ain't even hit his prime yet. His prime, and he's already at the age of 25. He has 5 All NBA selections. 5. Yeah,
That's 25. That's still a lot of energy.
that's
That's
a
a lot of energy. He get up there, and if and LeBron's son get himself in order, but I don't think I think Bronny James is going to be like a washout, like so many other high performing ball players. I think that because I don't think Bronny's gonna he's up to it. I think he's trying to live up to something for his dad's sake, but I don't think he has the passion for it. I don't. I really don't.
And so that was not the that wasn't just the only big trade over the weekend. You also had Sacramento Kings De'Aaron Fox. He was traded to the San Antonio Spurs. It was a 3-team trade, so they had to include the Chicago Bulls, who traded Zach LaVine to the Sacramento Kings, and we got back a bunch of role players in our own draft pick.
Back up. What kind of players?
Role players, they bench players.
Oh, role players. Oh.
Well,
Oh, so in other words, Chicago didn't get no good picks.
no,
Oh, okay. Well,
which is par for the course if you're a Chicago Bulls fan.
Chicago gets nothing, huh?
Chicago got buckets. Chicago was just in there to facilitate the trade to make sure it went through.
Oh.
So you got that going on. Jimmy Butler, at the rate he's going to end up nowhere.
Who is Jimmy Butler and why do you say that?
Jimmy Butler is in Miami.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler wants to be traded from Miami. He does it everywhere he goes. He was in Chicago. He got mad in Chicago, forced his way out, went to Minnesota, got mad in Minnesota, forced his way out. This is what he does.
Oh.
But anyway, he decided to take it upon himself. He had 2 options, the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors. He took it upon himself today to tell the Warriors that he was not going to sign a long-term extension with them if he was traded.
What he said? What now?
He told the Warriors, he informed the Warriors that if they trade for him and get him, he would not sign a long-term deal with the Warriors.
Wow. Oh, arrogance.
Right. So in turn, the Warriors said, okay, we won't trade for you. Done.
Oh.
So now the only option he has, and he hopes that he can get it, is to go to Phoenix.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a whole situation where I understand you're supposed to think highly of yourself. Totally understand that. But don't think so highly of yourself that you outsmart yourself for going somewhere.
That's true.
Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up right there in Miami.
Which is where he is right now, right?
Right.
Oh, so he ain't going. That's what she said. He ain't going nowhere.
Right. Pat Riley already said, I ain't trading you, so I get what I want.
Oh, because Pat Riley is what? In Miami.
Pat Riley is the president of basketball operations. And if anybody knew Pat Riley from his LA days, Pat Riley don't care if you're a player. Pat Riley gonna do what he want, and you gonna do what he say do.
Yeah, Pat Riley don't play right. That's the one thing you miss about like the managers and the coaches is that the coaches they actually ran the teams. They didn't let the players dictate who was gonna be on the team. Because they didn't let, and even if they did, it was not known. You know, because they always said that Michael Jordan had some when it came to like with Phil Jackson. But as a fan, we never really knew what was really going on because it wasn't well known. It wasn't well known. About when who was gonna come on the team with the Bulls and stuff like that. So it wasn't well known. But the Bulls ain't been shit this shot since then.
There won't be nothing until they get rid of whatever they get rid of.
To maybe like 2030, I guess. I don't know.
That's only 5 years out, so I ain't gonna hold my breath then either.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you all.
And so anyway, the Los Angeles Rams are seeking to trade wide receiver Cooper Cup.
Who?
Cooper Cup.
Cooper Cup.
He's the wide receiver. Um, he is a little shocked because he said he don't agree with the decision and always believed he was going to begin and end in LA, but they are going to trade him to a contender.
Oh, okay.
Miles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns, he requested a trade because he's in Cleveland and they suck. And, and for all until that's what he said, but he said he wants to compete for championships. Can't be mad at him.
Yeah, can't be mad. Yeah.
Like, he went 3-14. He's been there for a while. He's like, I want to compete for a title. I want a title. Can't be mad at him. Um, also, Luka Doncic, his dad came out and said that they did him dirty.
Oh.
Which, I mean, they kind of did. You got older just to prove a point to him. Yeah, like, my own thing is that if you're trying to win now, you better go win a title this year. Otherwise, you all gonna look real stupid.
Who? Who you talking about? Oh, who?
Dallas.
Oh, Dallas.
Right. You better win a title. You're going to look real stupid.
Oh, they ain't gonna win shit. I can tell you right now, they ain't gonna win nothing.
And here's the thing Lucas, revenge game, February 23rd.
Oh, yeah, they ain't gonna win nothing.
That wasn't because that was just crazy. And everybody, like, Dallas is going to win the title now. You got Kyrie Irving at age 33, Klay Thompson at age 35,
Oh.
Anthony Davis at age 32. They're old. They got old.
Well, they're old basketballs. That's basketball wives.
My
Basketball. Yeah. Well, we will see what happens.
We will see what happens. You got All Star coming up. You got Super Bowl this Sunday. Who you got?
Oh, I'm going. I'm not going for what you call it. Kansas City.
I got the same score as the last time they played in the Super Bowl. It was 38-35. Only this time I got Philly.
Okay, we're gonna remember that. So next Monday this time, you guys, let's hope that I actually want them to wipe the floor with Kansas City, but I don't think so because they are a good team. But I would like to see a more impressive win, like 5 to 10 points. 5, 7 to 10 points. I would like to see a more decisive win if it's up to me. So we shall see, you guys. Thank you guys who popped on IG. Thank you guys who will look at it and watch it later. So yeah, have a one. Oh, whoop, tomorrow is L Unfiltered. That means we got 2 guests tomorrow. Oh. One of my favorite, Tim McGeary is with us tomorrow, as well as a screenwriter and actor joining us first from LA. So we get some more update LA information. And he's going to join us at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. So that's 6:30 for us. And then Tim is going to come on about a. Oh God, I got to work out because Tim is an hour ahead. So we got this one at 6:30. So Tim will come on
at 7 our time, which is 8 his time.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. So yeah, 7 our time, which is 8 his time. Exactly. So I gotta make sure I do that because I was like, oop, what, whoop, 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 whoop. So okay, so look out for my conversations. It's been a minute since we had some conversations. But that's how we start off the beautiful Black History Month. You guys keep celebrating, keep paying attention, and let your voice be heard. And as a country, as a part of the country who despises Donald Trump, we can get rid of him sooner rather than later.
We can and will get rid of him.
We can and will get rid of him sooner rather than later. In Jesus' name, we request and pray. Amen to that.
Right. As somebody else that I know said, he got to go.
Yep. But Elon got to go first. Well, they both can go at the same time.
Perfectly. See, you read my. I said they can both go at the same time.
Yeah, they both go at the exact same time.
In there like that.
Yep. Yeah, go. Okay, you guys, join us tomorrow for L Unfiltered for our two special guests. Talk to you later. Peace out. Peace out. Let me see. Wait, hold on, Brown. Oh, I'm gonna let Brown work her magic.